Here the problem is evaluate double integral 0 to infinity e power minus x square plus y square dx dy by changing into polar variables. This is actually the Cartesian double integral. With respect to x and y, we have to do integration. If you observe the limits, both are 0 to infinity. It makes difficulty to evaluate this integral by using substitution or any another method. That's why to evaluate this easily, it is good if we convert the whole Cartesian double integral into polar double integral. For that one, we have to convert the Cartesian variables and the functions in x comma y into the polar variables r and theta. For that one, we have the transformations are x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. By using this, x square plus y square becomes r square. So by using these transformations, convert first the function under the double integral in r comma theta. Now this is f of x comma y. Cartesian double integral means f of x comma y dx dy. So the function f of x comma y is e power minus of x square plus y square. It turns to e power minus r square. Now dx dy means by using these transformations, dx dy means Jacobian dr d theta, and this Jacobian is r. That's why if we convert the Cartesian double to the polar double integral, first convert this in terms of r and theta. Now dx dy means Jacobian dr d theta, that is r dr d theta. By using these substitutions, take this as 1 becomes double integral 0 to infinity e power minus of x square plus y square dx dy. This turns to double integral e power minus r square r dr d theta. Here 0 to infinity are x and y limits. Now that whole double integral turns to polar double integral. Now we require r and theta limits. We have to determine r and theta limits. When we will get actually r and theta limits? In the region of integration, by taking one radii vector, you will get r and theta limits. So first identify region of integration. For that one, take x-axis and y-axis. Here given x limits 0 to infinity, y limits also 0 to infinity. That means x equal to 0. X equal to 0 means y-axis. X equal to infinity means whole this. Y equal to 0 means x-axis. Y equal to infinity means the whole. So with these limits, what we understand is the whole region of integration means the first quadrant. So this is the region of integration corresponding to the given Cartesian double integral. In the same region of integration, consider one radii vector. Consider one radii vector. If you change Cartesian to polar variables, the region of integration doesn't vary. The same first quadrant is the region of integration. So in this region of integration, to identify r and theta limits, take one radii vector. Clearly, radii vector starts from origin and passes through the region of integration. Origin also involves in the region of integration. So, r limits are from 0 to It is a first quadrant means infinite region. So there is no boundary to exit from the region of integration to the radii vector. So r limits 0 to infinity. First quadrant region of integration means theta limits automatically 0 to pi by 2. Therefore, double integral e power minus r square r dr d theta. R limits 0 to infinity, theta limits 0 to pi by 2. Now, if you observe, able to write down this double integral as the product, both the limits are constants here, theta 0 to pi by 2 and r also is free from theta. Constant means r is free from theta. So, able to write down this as theta from 0 to pi by 2 d theta into r from 0 to infinity. Able to write the polar double integral as product of two single integrals because the function is doesn't involve r and theta here. Individually able to write down like this. Or you may do first with respect to r integration and later with respect to theta. No wrong in it. Here integral d theta theta limits 0 to pi by 2. And to evaluate this integration, take the substitution. Put r square equal to t. 2r dr becomes dt. Here given r limits 0 to infinity. So automatically according to our substitution, t also limits 0 to infinity. So t limits 0 to infinity e power minus t dt by 2. By substituting upper and limits pi by 2, here 1 by 2 minus e power minus t, limits 0 to infinity. Pi by 4 minus sign you taken here, e power minus infinity, e power minus 0. Minus pi by 4, 0 minus 1, pi by 4.